2025 marks 45 years since the establishment of diplomatic ties between Harare and Beijing, which have grown over the years in several sectors. President Emmerson Mnangagwa was recently in China, a visit which saw him together with his counterpart, President Xi Jinping, elevating the two countries' relations from a five-star ironclad friendship to an all-weather Zimbabwe-China community with a shared future.
It has been 45 years since the establishment of Zimbabwe-China diplomatic ties. These excellent relations have stood the test of time and continue to grow from strength to strength. Our friendship and partnership is matured. Zimbabwe therefore welcomes the deepening and elevation of our relations from the previous comprehensive strategic partnership of cooperation to an accord, all-weather Zimbabwe-China community with a shared future, end of quote.
With the transition expected to further deepen bilateral trade and strategic economic partnerships between the two countries, international relations expert Dr. Livia Stiukira celebrates the growth in bonds of friendship between the two countries.
The elevation is just a transformation of a period from 2003 up to now to say how basically we go up. The good thing is that it's mutual, beneficial to both parties. China needs the resources that Zimbabwe have, which are the raw materials and also the other products which come from our agriculture and mining. And when you look at Zimbabwe also needs China in terms of the raw material that we need in terms of the machinery, expansion of machinery, and also as we're talking about the 4IR in the current world, we are saying now we need to modernize our industrial. We have to look to China for the industrial development.
Zimbabwe-China relations are rooted in a multifaceted partnership encompassing diplomacy, trade, infrastructure development, health, education, and cultural exchange that is mutually beneficial. For Dr. Tendai Kaponda, the experience of learning in China has taught him to take his rightful place in supporting the economic growth trajectory under the Second Republic.
My program was public administration. But my main research area was on public policy and governance. It was based on my prior working experience in local authorities. So I was more alienated towards rural development, the impact of governance in improving the rural livelihoods of Zimbabwe. And so when I came back from my studies, I've actually been working on various papers, like working papers rather than general research papers, but working papers that can help in influencing policy towards rural development.
Other beneficiaries of the educational scholarships say the experience in China has allowed them to come back and invest the knowledge towards Zimbabwe's growth aspirations.
The relations that Zimbabwe has got with China helped me to get a partial scholarship that made me to be able to go to China. If it wasn't for the good relations that we have with the good people from China, I wouldn't have gone to China because, fees out there, they're a bit expensive. But in China, they made it possible for us to get there.
Over the years, I've seen a growing interest among Zimbabweans in getting an education from Chinese universities. This goes across undergraduate level, master's, postdoc, PhD and postdoc level. But I've also seen beyond education, growing interest in setting up businesses in China, but also in Zimbabwe, connecting with China, especially looking at trade.
China is one of Zimbabwe's leading trading partners and has supported Zimbabwe's infrastructure aspirations, including the Robert Mugabe International Airport Expansion Project, new Parliament building construction, Hwange Units 7 and 8 expansion project, as well as the construction of the Dinson Iron and Steel Company in Manize.